Hello vinyl community, welcome to my The Jam special. Thought I'd dig the t-shirt out. This is for all those poor Weller fans who were deeply traumatised by my last video where I talked about the other lot and used the words council and style, and I think there's still an awful lot of traumatised Jam fans out there, so this one's for you. The greatest band Paul Weller was in. So yeah, The Jam, hugely popular in the UK, a small but almost perfect discography, and lots and lots of reissues. So I'm going to go through a quick blast through where I started, the individual albums, the deluxe versions, some vinyl and some vinyl singles, and in a way this is a kind of a snapshot of how formats of reissues have changed as well, because they're all slightly different. So if I begin at the beginning for me, so I started with that one, Compact Snap, which it says 60 minutes of music on the back, and that's the old double compilation album with 8 tracks hacked off so that it could fit on one disc. Eventually they did reissue that properly, and that's basically the 2-disc version. There was also a limited 3-disc which had the live EP that came with initial copies of the vinyl album, which I still haven't got around to getting that live. They must do that. But so that's where I started. I don't really need to say any more about Snap, do I? One of the best compilations of all time. But the album that really kind of got me onto a Jam kick as such was this one. So I picked this up fairly cheap when it came out on CD, and this is called Extras, and it's got a lot of the stuff that had been hacked off Compact Snap, so a lot of those B-sides, a lot of B-sides that were new to me at the time, demo versions, some covers in there. That's a really good, fantastic listen, 26 songs, and First Cat Interruption, and that's an absolutely great album. So if you do spot that cheap, I'd hardly recommend it. If I could find a vinyl copy, that'd be really pleased. But very, very good. It's also got things like A Solid Bond in Your Heart, which he eventually did with the other lot, but we won't mention them. So well worth checking that out. Once I started buying Jam stuff, I very quickly bought the studio albums on CD. So obviously the debut, In the City. The only one I didn't get straight away was Modern World, so this is a remaster version, and then the rest are all the original CDs. So All My Guns, Setting Suns, Sound Effects, great album. The final studio album, and then they did release like a live album called Dig the New Breed, and that's that. So yeah, so I'd got all the albums. There was the odd compilation. This is a good one called The Jam Collection, which is kind of like an alternative best of. Well recommend that one. This sneaked out, and this was a good at the time, because this is called Live Jam, and it literally goes through their career from so it's kind of like an expanded version of Dig the New Breed. 24 songs on that one, really well worth getting that, but it became kind of obsolete eventually. Live at the BBC, that's a good one. So you get the Peel sessions, a couple of concerts. What we got here, 1977 at the Paris Theatre, 1981 at Golders Green, and then a bonus disc, which is the third one, the Rainbow Theatre in 1979 BBC. So that's again a really good set. But you can see these are all kind of fairly minimal releases. The first big box that came out was this one. I showed that previously, and there's a one-stop Jam shop. That's got everything. So nice book. And these books are really hard to show on video, so I'll kind of flick through it. But yeah, there's that. What I liked about this when it came out is you did get everything. You also got a disc of demos and things, but each CD has a different guitar from the era on it, so that's a really nice set. So if you spot that one around, I'd certainly hunt a copy of that down. And then what they started doing after that was doing each individual kind of album in its own deluxe set. So I'm going to do them in order that the albums are released, but these may not be the order the box sets are released, but it does show you how times have changed. So the first 2 albums, which are probably the least popular in the Jam catalogue, they did all in one as something called Live 1977. So this is a nice little box, lift-up box. got some cards and stuff in there. Got a limited print there. And then this set has the first 2 albums. So it's got In the City remastered. This is the Modern World remastered. Second disc is the Polydor demos from Feb 77. You then get a live 1977 show and a DVD which has all the promos, Top of the Pops appearances, TV appearances. Nicely done, this one. Each CD has like its own little replica. The demos come in like a tape box. And again, they kind of recreate the vinyl experience. And then again, you get another nice couple of live concerts. So live at the Nashville, September 77. And all the Peel sessions are on here as well. Obviously replicating what was in the live at the BBC set. So that's a nice set. So the third album, which many consider their classic album, All Mod Cons. So this came out way before that one, and this was in those lovely plastic deluxe edition slipcases, which really protected the disc. They did away with those for either cost or the environment. So fairly bare bones this one. You get the original album remastered, tagged onto the end a load of bonus tracks, so singles, B-sides, demo versions, and you do get a nice DVD done by Don Letts of the making of the album. The fourth album though, they went a bit overboard with, so you got a lovely big massive box of this one. So this is the Setting Suns deluxe edition. So I always look out for these in sales because even then they were expensive when they came out. But I mean, now, you know, God knows what you'll be paying for this now. But the this is 4 discs. The original album remastered with the singles and B-sides on the end. A demos disc, again those Peel sessions showing up on here. And then the third disc was live at the Brighton Centre in December 79. So great set. And then you also again get a DVD with EPs and stuff like that on, and comes with a big humongous book. I won't attempt to flick through the books. I tried that on a previous attempt and it was a bit disastrous, but all the discs are tucked away at the end there, and it is a very, very posh set. Lots of spot varnish, very nice if you can find one of those. And it also came with little bonus stuff. So this has got some tour programs, some nice pictures, so decent set. So Setting Suns, album number 4, album number 5, sound effects. So this again, we're now going, this is supposedly deluxe, but we've just got this in where it's like a little sticker almost. So you've lost the plastic slipcase. No DVD, just fairly bare bones, the main album, and then a second disc of B-sides, demo versions and stuff. But that's a great album, but slightly underwhelming deluxe version. The final album now, we're back to humongous boxes, which is The Gift. So I like this because they replicated the, I think it was a paper bag, was it? The original album came in, the stores had a specific bag, or it might have been for Town Call Malice, can't remember, but that's very nice. And again, humongous big box with the discs at the back, lots of spot varnish and stuff like that. Camera might pick that up. I love that album actually. Ghosts, my favourite song on there, but Carnation, which Liam Gallagher did a great version of. And again, you get some tour stuff, some couple of booklets and some nice arty picture-y type stuff. So I think in terms of deluxe editions, that is all 5 studio albums have had a deluxe edition in one form or the other. Probably one of the biggest releases, which I've got down here, I'm now going to show you, was called Fire and Skill. So this is a 6-disc box set, which comes again with the obligatory arty cards. A nice almost Ladybird-esque type book, which goes through all of this. But this has 6 concerts pretty much in full. So do like this, you've got all coming little gatefolds, pictures on there, and then a tape box. So you got the 100 Club in 77. So again, that's on this, it eventually comes out in full. Music Machine 78, which is again a nice set there. the Reading University in 79, and Newcastle City Hall in 1980. So you can see now you're getting literally the history of the band live all the way through. Hammersmith Pally in 81, and then finally from their run of Wembley shows, 1982 there, so live at Wembley. And that concert's completely different to the one on the gift box set, both Wembley 82, but completely different set list, and I think with different nights. So that's kind of the end of the CD era. So for the vinyl fans, so obviously when I was rebuying vinyl as such, I hadn't got much by the Jam at all, a couple of things. So they eventually released a huge big vinyl box set, and used Jam vinyl is well loved because they're always well played. So I thought, oh, I'll go for this. So apologies, cat about to go and crash. So I've got the Jam box set, and my main reason for buying that was because you got 2 albums that were not available elsewhere. So Extras Volume 1, Extras Volume 2, and these effectively have the non-album singles, the B-sides complete. So really nice set, and again you get all of the studio albums in addition to that, and a very nice book. So again, I won't attempt to go through that, but you know, that type of stuff. So that was my big vinyl box set of the Jam. Heartily recommend that if you can find one. Don't think it was numbered, but at the time it also wasn't phenomenally expensive, which was nice. So those days are long gone, aren't they? So also on vinyl, I did get a copy of Dig the New Breed, because that's the only official release that's not in that box set, because that's the studio box set. So you get a nice, that's a lovely album, nice. So that's a die cut kind of hole in the sleeve there. So, and they do the old flip back. So give Paul Weller his due, he's a connoisseur of vinyl, I think. So very nicely done. I did eventually track down a copy of Snap. I need to find the live EP to go with that though. And then I picked this one up. This is the live gig from the Setting Suns deluxe box set, which is live at Brighton Centre in 1979. That's a great listen. That's also shot up in value. I didn't realise it was limited. It was just popped up on my old offers. And then About the Young Idea, showed you that in the last video, but that's a really good overview. Triple album, and it expands on it on Snap. Some unreleased stuff in there. A couple of demos, I think, and goes all the way through, and all those B-sides throw up on that one. So really good album. And when I see Jam singles, I do try and grab them. So to finish with, not complete, I try and, obviously I want them in picture sleeves in good condition. So I've managed to pick up Strange Town, When You're Young, what a great song that is. Start, Absolute Beginners, Funeral Pyre, Missing Town Called Malice, Bitter is Pill, German one, Just Who Is the 5 O'Clock Hero, and then the double pack of the final single, Beat Surrender. So when I'm out and about, I'll try and pick up some more of those singles. Not many to go, but I want to get them in picture sleeves. So yes, so that was a whistle-stop tour of my Jam collection. Thank you very much for watching, if you're still here. Lots of new subscribers, so thank you for those that are on board and have took the trouble to subscribe. If you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, please give it the thumbs up and subscribe. Helps the channel, etc, etc, etc. And that's that one. So have a good weekend, and I can't remember when I'm filming this, what day is it, but yeah, there's a weekend coming up, so look after yourselves, and thank you for watching.